welcome back to Jorky TV. This is a very special video today. Welcome to the first Monkey Monday. If it isn't obvious, I'm a big monkey guy. I love monkeys, I love primates, because we're going to be covering apes as well in here. I know it says Monkey Monday. Get over it. Leave those semantics at home because we just want to talk about monkey. And monkey stronger together, so we're talking about all the primates. So all of these videos are going to operate a little bit differently. Some days I'm going to talk about a fictional monkey and then compare it to its real life counterpart. Or we're just going to talk about a real monkey if I start to run out of stuff to talk about. It really depends. I just really want to talk about monkeys. Eventually I want to talk about all of nature and why it's badass and why you should give a shit about it. But that's all in time. Today we are talking about One Tough Kong. We're talking about one of the best partners in gaming history. We're talking about one of the best little dudes to exist. We're talking about Diddy Kong, and we'll be going over its really cool, really funky real-life counterpart, the spider monkey. So you may be wondering, Jorky, I thought Diddy Kong was a chimp. You're wrong, and you're also somewhat right. Creator of Diddy Kong, Kevin Bayless, tweeted out on January 29, 2019, I think we actually penciled him in as a spider monkey because we wanted the tail to be his main tool when climbing around. But let's just say he's a monkey or a chimney. So, I mean, we're going to go with this first answer. He's a spider monkey. I think one of the coolest ways of looking at this is, yeah, maybe he is a bit of a spider monkey and a chimpanzee combined. However, for the sake of the video, we are only going to be looking at the spider monkey aspect. A little brief history about Diddy Kong, so we're not spending too much time about the things you may already know. Diddy Kong debuted in 1994 with the release of Donkey Kong Country, one of my favorite games. Diddy actually started as a reimagined Donkey Kong Jr. Nintendo said, yeah, we really ain't feeling it, so Rare had to make a separate character that fit within the Donkey Kong universe. Lo and behold, Diddy Kong was born. According to the Donkey Kong Country manual, Diddy Kong is known as a hero in training. This is further referenced in the Game Boy Advance version of the game, where there is something known as Hero Mode. While Donkey Kong is taking a big fat nap, you're only playing as Diddy Kong. Throughout the stages of this harder mode, there are no DK barrels nor star barrels. Keep in mind too, Diddy Kong is considered the weaker Kong. While Donkey Kong is out here able to knock out Kremlings like it's nothing, Diddy Kong struggles a little bit more because he can't take out these enemies with a jump attack. And while he is still strong enough to pick up the barrels and toss them, he still can't throw them as far as Donkey Kong. With all this in mind, you can possibly see why the hero mode in the Game Boy Advance version of the game comes with a lot more difficulty. However, don't count our little dude out of the race because once you finish K. Rool in the main game, you get to Donkey Kong Country 2. 1995's Donkey Kong Country 2 is where you see the sidekick take the role as hero when Donkey Kong gets kidnapped and it leaves Diddy Kong having to save the day. Moving forward from there, Diddy Kong has been a staple in Nintendo history, even having his own racing game, which is often at times considered one of the better racing games ever made, right up there with Mario Kart. Diddy Kong is often at times seen as creative, smart, agile, and pretty strong given his size, just like his real counterpart, the spider monkey. Now, it's a little harder to track when spider monkeys debuted. However, we do know its giant family group, known as the Utilities, were found back to 5 to 16 million years ago. I think that might predate Diddy Kong by just a little bit. Spider monkeys predominantly live in the tropical rainforests of Central and South America. And just like in the opening for Donkey Kong Country, where you find Diddy Kong high up in the Donkey Kong treehouse, that's actually where you find spider monkeys high up in the canopies of jungles. Now, I know I said spider monkeys were smart earlier, but they are actually one of the most intelligent of the New World monkeys. Research would suggest they're actually at the same levels of orangutans, chimpanzees, and bonobos when it comes to problem-solving tasks. In my personal opinion, one of my favorite things that a study suggests is that they can actually take account of the feelings of their group members, which would imply that they have a degree of cognitive flexibility. A study in 2009 would suggest they have a great way of looking at perspectives and understanding perspectives as well, which might put them above some human beings. So not only are they super intelligent, they're super helpful for the environment as well. Spider monkeys primarily sustain themselves on a diet rich in fruits. Interestingly enough, they also eat flowers, seeds, leaves, barks, and even insects. Actively, through their droppings, they disperse seeds. And make no mistake, those seeds are essential to the vitality of those forests. Now let's break down some of the essential comparisons you can make between Diddy Kong and the spider monkey. Diddy Kong and spider monkeys are both highly social. You'll see them playing in groups quite a bit. Diddy Kong has been part of the Mario world for quite a while, but even before that, Diddy Kong was the first one to be all up in arms when King K. Rool tried to snatch his homie. Spider monkeys, like most primates, will also be the first ones to throw hands if you try to mess with their family. In this instance, spider monkeys hang around in groups that are called troops. I'd argue Diddy Kong also has his own troop when it comes to the Kong family. Now, while gorillas and spider monkeys aren't typically seen hanging out together, a study released by iScience would suggest that gorillas and chimpanzees can form long lasting friendships. So, maybe Diddy Kong is really half chimpanzee, half spider monkey. Another great comparison between spider monkeys and Diddy Kong is both are designed to be great climbers. Spider monkeys, with their long, slender limbs, really help them climb along with their tails acting as a fifth limb. Along with their hook like hands, it truly allows them to traverse through the trees quite easily. All of these traits combined allow them to be highly skilled climbers. Now compare this all to Diddy Kong, who is designed to also be more agile, jump higher, and move faster than his partner Donkey Kong. This is also seen consistently in basically every Mario sports game, such as Mario Hoops and Mario Strikers, where his agility is mentioned quite a bit. The final and my favorite little interesting fact about the two is that spider monkeys are very vocal beings. They're loud, often quoted as annoying, but they love making a whole range of different sounds. This reminds me a lot of Diddy Kong's celebration in Donkey Kong Country 2, where he pulls out his boombox and you can tell he's singing along to whatever song he's currently rocking out to. And that's just about all the similarities I could find between the spider monkeys and Diddy Kong. If you can find any more similarities between Diddy Kong, spider monkeys, or if you want to go into the chimpanzees, let me know a few in the comments. Before I end this video, I do have to end it on a little bit of a downer because it's actually part of the reason why I started this entire Jorky TV project to begin with. The biggest goal I have is to raise awareness towards nature and the beautiful things that inhabit it. Many species of spider monkeys are critically endangered. From habitat loss, heavy pressure from hunting, the destruction of forest, and the pet trade. If you would like to learn how you can help, I posted a link in the description to freethemonkeys.org. Ran by the organization in Mazunico, they're trying to not only help the monkeys but rebuild the rainforest as well. So thank you for checking out the first Monkey Monday. If there's any monkeys you would like to see covered next, fictional or real, let me know. And please, feel free to check out that link and spread awareness towards this situation. Coming up soon, every Monday I'll be streaming some fun nature-related games to try to raise awareness and funds to different national parks and different conservation efforts. So thank you, my Jorkers, for coming back to Jorky TV, and I'll see you next time.